Hey, my friends, what's going on? It's your boy Keder on a beautiful, beautiful day. So, in this video today, I'm going to be talking about how to stop payment on some of your major bills right now in this time of crisis. I've had a lot of people who reach out to me. A few people send me out an email or some text messages from other students and other people that I do business with online. And a lot of people has told me how they got let go from their job, and some of them are without pay. And a lot of people right now are currently without a job because of this whole crisis that's going on right now. So I wanted to take some time and talk about how you can actually stop payment on some of your major bill. Now, for someone like me, my business is the biggest bill, so we're gonna throw that out of the window. Okay, we're not talking about business bill. Let's talk about personal finance, personal bills that you may have. Okay. Also, go ahead and do me a big favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on notifications so you can always receive my videos whenever I make them. So we'll talk about the four major ones. In most household, if I take my house for example, the biggest bill in the household is going to be either your mortgage or your rent. If you're renting right now, your house. So your mortgage or your rent. The second one is more likely going to be a car. If you're making a car payment, that's going to be your second bill, your second biggest bill. And the third one is more likely going to be your credit cards, if you do have credit card. And after that, maybe with the car, you talk about car payments. So let's talk about the car insurance. So let's talk about those four major bills and what you can actually do right now in this time of crisis to get them to stop, at least for now, to give you some time so you can recuperate and get things going. So what I'm gonna say in this video, it's my experience, some of my experience. It doesn't mean it will necessarily work the same way for you, but it might work for you. You might want to try it the same way, okay? So the first thing is talk about the house bill. The house bill. If you currently have a mortgage right now, you more likely, before you call them and tell them your current situation and how if they can actually postpone the mortgage or the payment, the rent for you, you want to put your ducks in a row, put yourself in order to know what you're going to tell them, okay? So for example, like myself, when I actually called, I told them literally, I have a business and I have a lot of different items, different things that I sell on Amazon. And Amazon sent out an email on March 17. There was a news. Actually, I'm gonna put an article where you can actually see it, where Amazon have stopped taking items that are not essential. Meaning, there's different categories. They will not be taking items, and if you're selling, we do Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, where we buy the items and we send them to them, and they stack it in the warehouse. And whenever someone buy the items, they will send it out for us. That way we don't have to deal with customer, with shipping, with with product handling and stuff like that, which is cool. But Amazon, they stop taking product that are not essential. There's different categories. A category like the baby, category like food, they still taking items from these categories. Pets and stuff, essentials in the house. Sanitizer, cleaner, stuff like that they are taking. But if you into a niche where you just sending out stuff like rugs, if you're selling rugs or chairs or like maybe like a stand like this, these stuffs are not essential right now. And because of the crisis that's going on right now, they put a stop until April 5th. I mean, that's the day they give right now. But we don't know for how long it's going to be. Now, if you had already sent your item in Amazon prior to March 17, you're not gonna be affected. But if you're not getting new items, they more likely not gonna be shipped out, or they probably won't even make it there because of what's going on. So also, if you're not an FBA, you don't have an FBA account, you're not doing Amazon FBA, what I highly recommend you to do is to just go sign up for Amazon Associate. It's free to sign up for an account. Once you sign up for an account where you sell other people's items and you get a commission, so you can either if you have a job, you can literally call your mortgage company, your bank, or the place that you rent from and tell them, hey, I have my side business with online, and right now I cannot process any of the item that I'm selling is not currently being sold, and I can't really afford to make the payments right now for the next 2 months because of what's going on. I mean, for this month, can I actually get this month? And they'll come in and try to talk to you and give you some solution and see how things are going for you if you've always been someone who's paying on time. and they're gonna check your history. So you can tell them, hey guys, I totally understand. Right now, my everything has gone down. My business has gone down flat, and also I lost my job. If you're someone that's working a job, you can tell them, hey, I lost my job. So what you really want to do is to go to your job and get a written paper that says that, hey, you're currently been delayed or you're not currently working, so that you can give them something as tangible proof if they was to ever ask you. But right now, a lot of people do understand, a lot of businesses do understand, as a customer, you are bringing in business and they're going to need you for the future. So if you've been a good customer in the past and you've been paying all the time on time, making payments and helping their business grow, so they see you as a valued customer, they're more likely not going to let you go. So more likely that's going to take care of that. That's going to be the house. That's going to be your biggest bill. Once you can get rid of that, you can get a breather for the next 2 months or for the next month or so. The next one we want to talk about is your car. Same thing for your car note. If you currently have a car note, you can literally call them on the phone, call the number and say, hey guys, I can't make the payment. Here's the crisis that's going on right now. I currently lost my job. I cannot currently make the payment. They're more likely going to tell you, we're going to give you 2 months or 1 month where we're going to push back. Now, there's a big difference. If you have a car note, there's a certain amount of payment that's due on it. Let's say you had it for 36 months, you was going to pay it in 36 months, or you was going to pay it in 5 years, whatever the amount of year. They more likely going to make it clear for you that these charges that you're not going to pay for the next 2 months, they are not taking away from the current value of the car or the current value of the amount of payments that you have to make. If you have to make 36 payments, it's still going to be 36 payments. So if you have to finish, if your car note was going to finish in June of this year, so it's going to be pushed forward. So you have to pay July and August. So now you're going to have to pay till August of this year instead of June. But that still will give you some breather. That way, during this time of crisis, until things get back to normal, then you can jump into doing your regular payment as usual. So you can call them on the phone, kind of give them the same story, same strategy. Tell them your business went down flat, or you lost your job, or you currently have paper that proven that you don't have any current income coming in, so that you can get it situated. Now, most people, car payments are due on the 1st. So if you're watching this video, a lot of people have their bills due on the 1st. Some people have it sometime in between. Some people do it on the 15th. A lot of people don't do the 15th because it's like when the house is due. If you currently have a mortgage, or sometimes people send car payment for the 1st or other time. So what you really want to do is to call them before it's due. So if you have some time before it's due, so that they can work out the kicks and send that and put it. And now, once you get those two, knocked down, you got the third one, your insurance. So if you have multiple cars, insurance can run really high. So you want to call your insurance, because remember, insurance, you paying for, liabilities and different things that could happen at this moment. So when you call them and tell them, hey, I'm home, I can't go anywhere, I'm not even driving, I'm not even allowed to be outside, I'm not even driving the car. So it's totally understandable on their end to literally give you some type of relief. Again, like I said, it's not every company that's going to honor that, but it's worth the try. It's worth the try so that you can minimize your expenses as much as you can, so you can go through this rough patch. Okay, and if you currently have a business, it can definitely help you if you had some saving, and where you can put that saving towards maybe helping your business sustain and stay afloat in this time, because things are, even for us, things are really looking on the down on certain business, as shipment cannot come through and things that cannot come through when it comes to physical products and some e-commerce stuff that we do. So a lot of people will get impacted. Even on YouTube, for example, like people say, hey, YouTube, you can make videos, you get paid. Yes, we do get paid through Google AdSense. But what I've been seeing on multiples of our channels, not just one, we have a bunch of channels in the last couple of days, I'll say the last week and a half or so, really, although we pushing more content and we getting a lot more views, but we still making a lot less money than we was making then on the ad revenue. And why? Because some people might think, oh, it's YouTube, I get paid for making videos. No, YouTube don't pay you for making videos. If you're getting paid from AdSense, you getting paid because an advertisers are willing to spend their money to buy advertising space on your channel through your videos. So whenever you make a video, you have audience, you have people watching it, they know they can advertise to those people. So therefore they pay you, YouTube pays you a cut of the money. But if those advertising companies, or if those companies, they are facing difficulties in their business, they have to lay off hundreds and thousands of people, guess what? They're not gonna leave their ads on automation to keep paying YouTube for ads while they're losing money, because the company is either shut down or the service is not going through, so they're not taking in revenue right now. There's no reason for them to be pushing as hard on advertising. So what happened, a lot of people become constricted, so the income for ads are slowing down, although you could be getting more views. But if there's nobody that's paying for the ads, if those companies are not paying for the ads, even as a YouTuber, as a content creator, which is great that you can be home and still create income, you're still gonna see a dip in your income. So these are all things that you can actually talk about. Okay, the last thing that I want to cover is your credit card. Okay, so we talk about the insurance for your car, we talk about the car note, kind of the same thing, in your house or your rent, and your credit card. Now your credit card is another one. You can call them and tell them, hey, like for example, we have a business, we have a couple of different credit cards. We have a business credit card with Chase. So this is the Chase business card. It looks like this. And we call them and tell them, hey, listen, here's what's going on with our current business. And before you call them, what you really want to do is to go to your credit card statement. Take your statement for the last 4 months. If you go on your website online, you log into your online, you should be able to see your last 4 months statement. You want to download those 4 month statement, either have them in front of you or print them out so that you can have all needed information, so that you can see if you ever did make a late payment, if you ever skip a month. If you did miss any late payment, it's going to affect your credit. So you definitely want to be able to talk to them and see how they can help you if you've been a good customer. So if you've been a good customer, you can look through your payments and see, hey, for the last 4 months, you'll be making multiple payments, or you've been making your payments on time, and tell them, hey, guys, I lost my job. I can't really keep the payment going. I'd love for you to either can give me a relief right now for the next 2 months until things go through. Then I can keep paying you if I get another job or if I get my business going. They more likely will try to offer you a reduced payment, but if you can't afford it, you don't really want a reduced payment. If you're not right now working, you're not bringing in any income, so you're more likely not going to be able to afford a reduced payment. And if you have a high rate credit card where you already have a high income cash flow on it, you more likely will still have to make payments that is still high. So right now, in this time, it's definitely wise for you to kind of get by without having to pay them. Although they're gonna want to get as much as possible from you, but literally tell them you don't know for how long you're gonna be out for. If your job doesn't say how long, you don't know how long. Same thing for your business. Things has been going downward right now. You're in the negative, you're in the red sea, and it's not looking any good for you right now. So you can tell them, hey, give you this month, even if it's on a month by month basis, and next month you can call in if things change. If things are looking up, then you can make your payment, and that way you can have a breather. Those are the 4 things that I did to actually take care of those 4 payments. Now, I'm not even talking about my business bills, which is a whole different thing now, because I have autoresponders, I have, system, I have tools, I got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to pay on the business side. So we haven't taken care of that side, but our personal stuff, we took care of some of that. I wanted to share that stuff with you in this video. If you would like for me to do a video on the business stuff that we have, we're gonna try to see if we can call out our business bills and see if we can get some relief. If you'd like for me to make a video and talk about how did it go, if we got what are the tools that was willing to work with us. We have companies we've been with for the last 7 or 8 years, and we've been making them money, but right now things get really tight, and it's been hard. So we want to see if we can get any relief. And if you'd like for me to make another video talk about that stuff, definitely let me know. That was your boy Keder. Appreciate you for watching this video. Subscribe down below. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. Bye.